That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better, you live it your own way. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better, you live it your own way.
MP, Eyes Up Walking, and tonight is the official launch.
Isaac Buchanan, Member of Parliament for Portland East, and we're live at Cardi Park right now. Rude Boys are playing Stony Hill. Rep. Anyway, we're all here. Come on down to Cardi Park. There is the East Portland Night Football League. I'm going to tell you, say, it's a go on. The vibe is vibey.
First off, start a little bit shaky in the game and we just regroup and get it right and come out the 3 goal first half, and we are going at the game second half with a better mentality to get some more goals.
You know, look up bad calls and decisions making a game, but we still have to try to put our best effort, give me some bucket and the best effort to make the league good. No disruption, you see, big up.
George Lane, coach of Stony Hill. Presently we are under 3 love, so it is not a good look right now, but we have all hope that we can come back and get 3 goals.
Them have potential, they made a few mistakes, but we can come back and win.
I know it's a 5-0 win for Rude Boys today. 4 goals from me. It was a wonderful performance from the team and from myself. Just look out for Rude Boys in the league. Full force.
We just come out, you know, the weather kind of cold, so we have to warm properly and get climatized to the weather. Yeah, looking forward to a good game.
It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better, you live it your own way.
Well, greetings, and welcome to Context Matters. The date is July 16th. It's a Thursday, and if you are joining me from Reggae Global Radio, Wagwan, big up on yourself. If you decided you join me from Best FM 100 and you're in the corporate area right now in Kingston and St. Andrew, you might be finding yourself in a little bit of traffic, but that traffic should not stop you because school is not back to school, it's actually summer. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you're joining me from TikTok, you need to tap up the screen and share the live and continue to watch Context Matters if you feel the vibe. And to my people from YouTube, good afternoon. Your moderator today is Walking with Divine Purpose. Now, somebody say I'm Barry G, the boogeyman, but I tell you, yeah. So today's topic, you see, is defining quality education. Degrees versus Student Loan Bureau, SLB. Degree versus SLB. This is a conversation that I really think I'm almost compelled to have. I was actually this morning while I was doing my exercise, because let me tell you something. When you're over 40, do not take it for granted. You may feel like you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, your soul and your spirit, and you feel rejuvenated and all of that. But the mind is willing, but the body is not able. So if you're not taking care of yourself in every part, every single way, men, women, when you get over 40, make sure you get your executive profile done every year. You're checking for every possible illness and monitoring yourself. People who are overweight, you may find that diabetes, hypertension, heart problems, all of these things form a part of the reality of growing old, getting up in age. You're not a kid anymore. Mickey Mouse Club is not for you anymore. The reality is that, we've gone. Poverty is also a factor. It causes us to not be able to eat as properly as we would like. We borrow everything from first world countries, so fast food is the order of the day. And I'm not taking any shots at the fast food, but saying that when you get to a certain age, you have to take care of yourself. You have to think about what the future will look like for you. And it's not just living long, it's living a healthy, productive life that will also mean that the quality of your life means something to you. This week, as a 47-year-old man, to my shock, I heard that Phantom Mosher had passed. This is a talented young brother gone too soon. Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. A great loss to the entertainment industry, because he was not just an entertainer, he was a talented entertainer, and he lost his life. And let me tell you how I learned that Phantom Mosher died. I was on TikTok with my brother, who is much younger than I am. And keeping up with my brother is like keeping up with the Kardashians when you're Kanye West. You just can't keep up. And I must say to you, with the greatest of respect, I was on my Stairmaster, and the stairs was really steering, and I was not driving. And somebody typed in the comments, remember, Phantom Mosher just passed, And I was so humbled real fast. I got up off of the Stairmaster and was saying we don't take things for granted. So, take care of yourself, because health is wealth. There can be nothing so pressing in life that can cause you to stress out and not be with us anymore. And when we have our conditions, whether it be heart, whether it be illness, communicable or non-communicable, we are to take care of ourselves in the best way that we can, in the best ways that we can, live our days with love, compassion, humility, empathy, kindness, and most importantly, strive for happiness. Having done that, when the Grim Reaper come for you, adjust your time. But don't force it, right? Somebody say, is it the fan making noise in the background? I'm going to turn off the fan, because you see, I'm going to just get hot in here and no. Yeah, because big man ball game. And those Brazilian fans, how you feeling? Those England fans, how you feeling? You feel like how me did feel when Germany drop out? Hot! Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the SLB, and it's gonna be hot in here. Yeah, I know that. But let me turn on this little fan right here. What am I gonna tell you? All right, so there's something else that I want to share in the meantime. here's what I'm sharing with you. Let me start here. You see, we oftentimes take so many things for granted, and here is one of them. This week, again, apart from the Honorable Desmond McKenzie being pepper sprayed and mace, we're not talking about the mace that Dr. Angela Brown Burke touched and committed the cardinal sin in Jamaica for this year. We're talking about the mace that the police officer sprayed in a Desmond McKenzie yai. When we did small, them used to say, if crab claw hold you, you have to squeeze him yai. Well, all this time I thought they were Bill Gates, but they were building fences. Because all this time I thought the Honorable Minister was untouched. And here I see them spray mace in an yai. Yeah? So, the police was at it this week. But you see, it is the response and the proportion to curtailing. Somebody said my shirt getting tight. My shirt not tight, you know. So don't, it's just you're not used to material like this. That's why you're criticizing. If it's something you see that is offending you, you can let me know and we can see how best we can fix it, okay? Because you know, see everything but try to get some of the knowledge by osmosis. But I work out. So when that summer body kicking in, the shirt get tight, but it's not really tight, the shirt tight. Just my chest is big right now, okay? Anyway, and to get to the point, you know, I should have turned on my super fans on TikTok. They're very disruptive. I apologize to Jamaica through Reggae Global Radio and Best FM for the distractions that's coming from TikTok with the inappropriate comments, but we're going to ignore them and move on. I'm not going to look at the TikTok screen. The seminal issue now is whether if they can literally, just hear me out, if they can pepper spray a sitting cabinet minister, the minister of local government, and spray mace in him yai and almost blind him, that them say, get up boy, some milk. Yeah, and him have to wash him face in a milk to take down the thing. Imagine what they will do to you. Yeah? And that so said, so done. And let me give you the disclaimer right now. Majority of the members, the young men and women, and the old ones too, in the Jamaica Constabulary Force are honorable, upstanding citizens with the highest amount of integrity that understands and appreciate that they are here to protect, serve, and reassure the public. Yes? Winning public confidence and trust as a cardinal principle to crime fighting and fostering community policing. But there are some persons who detract from that. And I have submitted that usually we have to look to the mental burden that some officers are experiencing. So when they go on the road, they have to take it out on the citizens of this country. Now I can only point to circumstantial evidence that the only way police can be so aggressive is if when they gone to work, Joe Grind finds their houses and they're aware of it. So they might put air tags and trackers and have ways to get into their girlfriend and their wife's phone, and they find out that they're getting born and they're just so upset that when they stop a bus driver, they say a pedestrian videoing them because the higher upper echelons of the JCF decides they don't want to give them body cameras so they can be self-video. So when we as attorneys tell the citizens of this country, every encounter that you have with the police, video them. Whether you're using the new video glasses, whether you use the VIU, whether you use VAR from out of FIFA, whether you use your phone, whether it is iPhone or Samsung, Android, whether it is Cat is with it. Cat is a really good phone, you know, then can track you with Cat. Motorola, anything, whether it's one of them things there. And when you go start with them, police are beat you up and a thump you in your mouth and a kick you in your back and I tell you for shut up. And this is where we are in Jamaica right now. It has to stop. So you see, as the member of parliament for Portland Eastern and the spokesperson, the opposition spokesperson for youth and human rights, believe me when I tell you, I wouldn't be who I am if I never said to myself, you know, that I am going to absolutely, positively find my way to contribute to the conversation. Ask the questions that are necessary. And of course, you know, not everybody is going to, people's going to say, but why you going to put out press release and why you so enough? But the reality is, should we remain silent? Should we just sit down and watch our brothers and sisters beaten, hurt, scarred, maimed, lives destroyed because somebody is having a bad day and has zero regard for the Constitution? That is a question to be asked. And you know, for me, I think more than anything, we just have to look at it in the round, and deal with it as reality. So let me just go here. Bumbucket. And then I mash him up. Fuck him up, man, boxing my face. Bumbucket. Bumbucket. I know my dad. Fuck off you. Dad, you have to do all this to the man, you know that. Cause your blood clot, mirror, glass, no. What that? Glass or mirror, I don't even know. Cause your window now, my boy. Besides that, yeah, thing I go on. All right, so the narrator was a bit or the videographer and narrator was a bit using Jamaican dialect with a little bit of profanity. So for those of you, audio discretion is advised, but it is the content that is of utmost importance. The responses are taken to the fact that even officers on the scene had to intervene with the excessive aggression meted out against the bus driver and the citizen who decides that he's going to look at videotape the situation. Now, here's my thing. I did my press release. I'm not going to read my press release. The media is either going to carry it or going to suppress it. I don't think, then maybe I should ask, or do you think I should read the press release? Or let me paraphrase. I'm just calling on the commissioner of police to really put his foot down on this. Give it some more thought. If we've gone to a place that even a government minister, sitting cabinet minister, a member of the government, I don't even say a member of parliament, because when we see what them do Desmond, I don't want to imagine where them would have done. That's really where it is, and it's something to sit and contemplate. Let alone in a class system, in a system so disconnected, discombobulated, disorganized, and whatever else you want to add to it. One has to wonder, where does the safety lie? Where does respect for human rights? Where does constitutional rights factor into all of that? We have to do better as a nation. I'm going to make a call that somebody say you need to go on a bigger public platform and speak. Well, when you go on those big public platforms, them splice up your thing and do everything to silence you and suppress you as a freedom fighter. So me have my platform and me I use my platform. Those who have ears, they will hear, and those who have eyes, they will see. What I will say is that we as a nation, until we respect the Constitution, we're going to always fall into this problem. And if somebody found it funny that a police officer pepper sprayed a minister, a cabinet minister, then we are in a really, really bad state in the country. It's very problematic. Because if the police is prepared to take zero caution when a minister, a sitting minister, is in their presence. Yeah, ministers that have CPO and ministers that so much government resources is used to protect them and make them hype. Imagine what they will do to you, and I'm going to leave it at that. There must be respect for human rights. There must be respect for the way that the police treats its citizens. And even when citizens are delinquent and incompetent, if you want to call them any word you want to use, it is the police that has the training. The bus driver never going to have the training that the police have, nor the taxi operator, nor the youth on the corner, nor the legislation's draft before we became independent and became a part of the ruling animal farm class. Vagrancy laws designed to abuse the citizens of this country, right? So this is of utmost importance. And for those who are seeking free legal advice, I learned today that even when you get yourself in trouble and you need legal aid lawyer, the judges no longer just appoint attorneys. You have to go to the legal aid clinic and it be assigned to you, because let me tell you something. No matter who it is, any West system around, people abuse the system, and it always make it bad for the citizens of this country. So I don't know what going on, you know. Would just sit down and just lay down like on a careless and just take anything. And when people talk up and when people say up you mighty race, get up, stand up for your right. People say, you're just a sad car, you're in the wrong party, and you have the government prosperity. And you just love one up. When I listen to you, me will take me back in my knee. Because long as me leave me that labor right. More make them all lick me and bust me and spray my face like me name Desmond. But you see, I love me burn me a labor right. And all if them no want give me dentures, me I got here labor right. And who get very become now. Me not change, me not switch. Say the police want abuse me, me take it. Cause me no want a pen to tell me about no human rights. Yeah. So, hear me now. We have to be serious about self-respect. We have to be serious about being a Jamaican, know what it means to be valuable. Each and every one of us have the potential to do the greatest things, and we are suppressed and oppressed and denied access to our greatness. Those are the conversations we need to have. And you see, as long as we're not having these conversations and we allow human rights to be diminished, and we allow sitting ministers of justice to say we don't have a human rights problem, and we allow the Minister of National Security to say that extrajudicial killings is a part of the crime fighting tools, because if you test the police will win. Meet your judge or meet your maker, but the TCNs can come in and them can do whatever they want. But let me not conflate issues. I am very disappointed by the video. I am completely taken aback by the video. You hear me? Completely in shock and awe by the video. I must start there, and gonna leave it to honestly gonna leave it to what them call themselves, those in authority, to do the right thing. Police brutality should not form a part of our culture, nor should citizen delinquency be the basis upon which police is impatient and as a result brutal to every citizen because they are impatient. There is a worrying trend across Jamaica. There's a worrying trend across Jamaica. The keyboard warriors who give out misinformation, the people who set improper context and misrepresentation, the people who decide that bad behavior is justified, that two wrongs make a right, that if a man is a bad man, the police have the right to kill him. That is, if a citizen asks question when an illegal arrest is taking place, that they must shut up and take the beating and them teeth lick out and then go sue. Now imagine me I brush my teeth from me about 3, 4, 5, and me Colgate is my number one, or was that Quenchade? I can't remember. All of the TV there. Johnson's baby shampoo, me don't know, I can't remember, but them used to step on the TV when it was one TV station. And you brush your teeth, you wear braces, you now wear dentures, you keep your teeth them nice and clean. You don't have to put no veneers for your teeth because your teeth no dirty. And just one day police just kick out your teeth, and then somebody said, take the kick out teeth and then go to the court and sue. Money isn't everything, you know. Money can't replace when people do your wrongs. I tell you that. money can't replace. You know, it's the same way they want to give money for loss of life and life can't come back. Them will shoot out your kneecap and you can't walk again and them say, take a little money. Yeah? And talk about damages. That's why they call it damages in civil law and exemplary damages for false arrest. Imagine your good self never misbehave in your life and them just wrongfully arrest you and detain you up in the truck back. And these things are not okay. Every time things happen in Jamaica, I'm inviting people to remember George Williams. Every time something happened, 50 years of his life from false imprisonment and wrongful incarceration, delinquency of the entire system of governance in Jamaica, the doctrine of separations of powers embarrassed by one case. And we use political dunceness to paint narratives when the citizens are abused. Senators are allowed to talk about what took place years ago with the homeless while he is a part of a drive to deny access to beaches for the citizens of this country. Beaches are being taken away, parish council knocking down buildings and bathrooms so that rich people can run off poor people from access to beaches, taking away access to cut off the livelihood of citizens. And we think it's okay because it's politically convenient to paint narratives. I was today years old when I wake up and hear that PNP not united. Yeah? Because some big wagga smaddy we own a radio station can just put out anything in the media and say allegedly and say sources said and the backstory and news tells me and our sources. And you know on a source, you know, you barely have your light bill barely pay. And if you don't get your little paycheck, you're not on a source, but sources tell you. And you is not. And I want real reporter in Jamaica, one real investigative journalist in the whole of Jamaica. And you don't want her investigate, you know, because you got shame. Big up Zara Burton. But think I 80 degrees north or 98 degrees south or 32. But Mr. M no put it in question them on TikTok. So I one of them. But Zara Burton. She had a real investigative journalism. You see when she start investigating, she said, you know, Jamaica, sources tell us that the member of parliament uses crest. So I don't know on what basis did he get a Colgate endorsement because it's crest in use. And I know because I went into the garbage pan myself and I took the box out and the very receipt and I went up to the supermarket in Upper St. Andrew and I trailed him through the aisles and I saw when he lifted the crest off the shelf. Thereafter, he exited in his Range Rover 2029 that was custom built from the corruption money. And it was there we realized that when we turned down the degrees, we found out that they cannot account for the things that is going on. I then went into the room and I ascertained that the information coming to me from my sources, and let me give you the backstory. That is Zara, don't make her investigate you. But anyway, when you start to think about all that is happening, we can't let the politics deny access to good sense. We must train our citizens to think about the future of our children, access to opportunity, and say whether or not when them get up in the morning, them get for drink little tea. Little tea, you know. Just tea. For bust the gas. Cersei tea. Because if you don't bust the gas, you're going to need Vicks. Because if you have gas in your elbow, Granny say rub some Vicks on it. If you have gas in your hip, rub some Vicks on it. But you see, if you drink the tea in the morning, you won't have gas. Right? So, moving on now. This is why it is so important to start to think about education. Right? And how important it is. Hold on. Enough things are going on as me I talk to you, know. Yeah, but this is why it is so important to stop and think that we must not be deceived by coordinated attacks in the media, by wrong narratives that takes us away from the real issues that we have to deal with in our lives in Jamaica. We must therefore stop and say, what are we doing to advance the people of Jamaica? So questions came up, and again, because I'm going to respectfully say the journalism is complex. That's the word I'm going to use. It doesn't make things clear. So things put out and media houses apologizing for inaccurate information. Where does the truth lie in all of that? Yeah? When people just put your name on lists and just make you one of the 12 disciples and Jesus dead more than 2 years ago. 2,000 years ago. One has to wonder. And it is okay for them to do because it muddies the water. So people don't have to be accountable for the nastiness them doing to the Jamaican. So as a Jamaican, here's what I'm going to say to you. When something come out in the media, stop and ask yourself, how does that make my life better? So when some untrained media personnel says, sources tell me, you barely have no resources and you just get up and say, sources tell me, and you just put out to the whole of the Jamaican people something that don't go so. What can go so? It is unfair to the public that you put them into a 9-day cycle and distract them from the issues that affects their lives. So here are the issues that affect your life. Were you able to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner without having to go and look the money to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Are you still a day-to-day hunter for your meal? Are you in the process of transcending Maslow's laws of hierarchy, the first tier, your physical needs? Is your food, clothes, and shelter being accessed with ease? Are you and your family okay? Are you finding your way as somebody who might have missed you might have missed the education train, but you have some bright picnic? Because you did bright, you know, but government failed you back in the day, so you never get access to the education. And your mother and father, them love Valentine's Day. So every December, every November, a brother and sister drop. So by the time you became 13, you were taking care of your brothers and sisters, so you might have missed school to make sure that they make it in life. And somewhere there was disconnect with family values. But you always was bright, so when you had your kids, you make sure you say, although you sell in the market, or although you're a farmer, or although you have a day's work, your picnic them did have to go to school. Them did have to get an education. Because them bright. Because you did bright. Some of the intellect and intelligence is the genetic transference, you know. People are genetically predisposed to either be bright or dunce. Intellect can come from nature, and nurture may be just surface. So we have to know that to the chief musicians of Psalm of David, there is a God factor, and who your parents are. Them not have to be. Me not talk about the fake system of society. I'm talking about how you were born, like how when Jesus born, him born in our manger and our stable. Him never born mangy, but him did born in a manger, and him was the still King of Kings and Lord of Lords and conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. So I know where you come from is where you're going, and the genetic makeup of you, so that your lineage means something. And see through them kidnap the wall away and TCN the wall away for make with there. Because for all I know, you don't know if you did come from Ghana or Nigeria. Me have an idea still because I'm blessed. But I don't want to sing the song because every day of my life I am blessed. Because you see, when I wake up in the morning, or when I lay my head to rest, every day of my life, I am blessed. Yes. Big up the author of that song. It was a big song. I still not like it though. But anyway, let's move from that. I wanted to picture something. Somebody said, watch the AC, my boss. Get some more natural air. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air right now, because me, I tell you, I'm blessed. And someone to test. I true do I don't lie, me and tell. So anyway, we're talking about education now. Here is what my granny tell my mommy, and why my mommy used to always drill it in my big head with my big brain, big things. You I think of Texas, my boy. Here's what my granny tell mama. Silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. And context matters. This lawyer always thinks before he talks. If you don't believe me, come test me in a court. Yeah? No, the fan of blow, that's why yeah. Anyway, silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. We learn those things, you know. We learn those things and we just say it, but nobody knows what it means. And we get into the habit of just repeating. Wow, in the middle. Guys, I just got a message because the messages are coming up. It says, do you want me to come blow you instead of the fan? See why context matters? Because right now somebody can just go down to either ATL or Carreras and buy me 121 BTU AC unit inverter and 2 panel of solar for run it, so JPS don't destroy me. Because JPS is summertime. If you're wondering why I don't turn on the AC, Because if you turn on the AC, you now can buy an iPhone when December come. So if you turn the AC on now in the summer, new iPhone will come out September for you in a December. So you have to pick your poison. So what me do is get a Lasco fan, so me can just run Context Matters and on just car lisa. A car lisa me buy my AC them for. Yeah, ask them a true. You want a discount? Go down a car lisa and tell them put it on Mr. Buchanan account. Don't put the whole thing for my billing or you're gonna end up a court, but just for the discount. Anyway. So again, silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. And we have to ask, what does that mean? Yes? What does that mean? Well, I am the bearer of bad news today because I am here to tell you that is enough people don't have good education. The quality of the education is going to be what determines the transference from poverty to prosperity. Yeah, let me use it so. Call them like the PPP. I used to choose me a PNP, may I use up the P then. Yeah. So, what do we mean by this? Well, we must define what a good education is. And if anybody just joining and you're joining me from Reggae Global Radio, or you're joining me from TikTok, or you're joining me from Best FM 100, or you're joining me from YouTube, the quality of the education is going to determine whether education can cause you to escape poverty. Government figure that up. They figure that out. And there is a conspiracy all over the world to keep society in poverty so that government can control the workings of society. It is a fact that garrison politics, I remember, me is just a member of parliament, not even 1 year yet. So me did a bonfire from politician long years ago because me know say my people, my brothers and sisters in Jamaica, for them escape poverty, it has to come through education. And when even all me for escape the stigma of incarceration, only the most superior and valuable education was going to be a part of my rehabilitation and transformation for proper reintegration in a society that is unforgiving to mistakes. So you have to lose yourself in the education because you only have one shot in a competitive third world country, and the quality of your education opens the door to migration. They know this. That's why we're now going to talk about student loan. Yes, we're going to talk about the student loan, and here's why. You see? Well, today, the people them, this is my show, so we can talk a little patois, because I talk it good enough. Me chat patois gooder than anybody else. And if me don't chat patois better than anybody else, me chat patois better than the party leader, Mark Goldie, my leader. So, at least me know say our shot on the patois. So hear me now. the people them over student loan bureau, them come out and say 50% of the people will get student loan. So 50% of the people them will borrow money is behaving like the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Delinquent. Borrow people money and don't pay it back. Yeah? How dare you borrow money to get an education and don't pay it back? Yeah? And no. Nobody no asks why them delinquent. So me say make me talk about it. Because you see, there is a danger, a real danger, not informing ambitious, young, bright, brilliant people who have the ability to access student loan, call them bright. You know what I mean? Them graduate from high school, get them subject and can matriculate to a tertiary institution. And the only thing preventing them is money. And let me set the context. It means then when them going into the universities, and in my days, which was years ago, little bit after Jesus, as old as me is, them did have, me couldn't even get student loan. Cause them say me mama, father James Samuel's Portia, and my father Big Youth. So they did a lend me. Cause me couldn't did get it. And them time that you did have to make them know say toilet now flush where you come from, and you did have to pour like part program to get a little student loan. So me never have it back then. But back then, at just one university did there, and them used to say only 3% of the people in the Caribbean goes to the University of the West Indies. And now when you're bright and you put in your application, you will spend more time and spend paper and say, we're not accepting you. Probably you and your family could try and see if you can get into a university in America, because we're not accepting you at this time. So there was a culture of you can, last school, one time 32 of them did Upper Norman Manley Law School in the class there. And them 32 they were did get to go do law. If your skin did have to be a certain color, or you did but anyway, let me just leave that one alone before people say me a pull all kind of women off your pull when your hamstring pull out and slip out. So listen, so a culture came where people did say to matriculate and get to the thing and don't procrastinate, because when you used to apply for the UE and them not let you in, see you turn up with your hand and say, boy, you might as well walk, go down and never know stoplight and start white glass the car. What am I gonna do in my life now? And so it is that your classmates who were brighter than you end up turning cashiers in the supermarket. They end up not doing the things that they were to do because though the generations before them had nothing in place, and it's not their fault. So when Michael Manley said free education, the same people that benefited from the free education are them in a government now. I try to dig out to the eye and I spray mason on the eye because they don't want to get the education. Because if you get access to free education, you not got brighter than them and feed them, picnic them, call them picnic worthless. And people gonna be vexed when we talk, but let me tell you something. The best of Jamaica come from ghetto. My father is the best of Jamaica. And it's a good thing he never did know about pharmacy if we go buy a pack of Durex or me wouldn't there. And when he get my mama, who is a part of the best of Jamaica, they had me. My father get a man and him get a uptown girl who was living in the uptown world. Cause I'm nice. But him is the best of Jamaica. And so is all of the ghetto youth them and all of the youth them from rural Jamaica that turn something. Check it yourself if you don't believe me. So you might not respect Spice, but she's the best of Jamaica. You might not respect Skilly Bang, and you might, well, yeah, it's hard for respect Beanie Man because the whole of the Miglam head top drop out right now. But when he was the king of dancehall and him did have here, and him did have the song Pan Foot, Pan Shoulder, Pan Wall, and welcome the king of the dancehall, and him did a Simmer Simmer, and him did have one song with Janet Jackson. From then time, the Beanie Man are my artist. Alright? So me one alone can tell you about how him head top peel out. But best of Jamaica, Bounty Killer, Cartel. Boy, Ninja Man, I hope you win your appeal. So make sure them do what them do so you can free up again. Every entertainer except Sean Paul and Shaggy, best of Jamaica, get to them grow. Yeah? And same thing, the runners of recent are the people them where they know say them have to run for them life, for change them life. So the Bolts and the Shelley and Frasers and the Hall of the people them. And the Oblique, Sig Bill and the Kishan and Hasafa Powell and anybody when me call, all you and Blake. Me don't remember everyone on there. Everybody that is somebody in Jamaica, I get where them come from. Otherwise, a nepotism make them reach where them reach. But equally, if we're not talking about those persons, you know I'm live and I'm doing my show. I'm going to call you on my show over, all right? Okay. Said what I said. Yeah, he's the best of Jamaica. Somebody says Shaggy uptown. Me don't know. You see, them days when you're ready, you just uptown. So me don't know. Me think Yellow Man come from uptown, kind did yellow back in the days. So anyway, only leave me alone. Me I try make a point and will not distract me. And you know, on that. So it means then that we must have the opportunity. But when the university back in those days had a small window and small numbers to get into the noble institution, because I must tell you that I'm educated. I got my degree from the University of the West Indies with first class honors. All right, best of Jamaica, coming from the unit. I don't know what those other universities are doing, you know, because you see, I'm educated and I went to, you know, but let's go to a commercial break. My sponsors are saying don't try to single out the University of the West Indies because there's some other ones out there. All right, so let's go to the commercial break and we'll be back in 5. It's now 5. We'll be back at 5:05.
It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better you live it your own way.
MP, eyes up working on tonight is the official launch.
Said Buchanan member falling for Portland. We're live at Cardi Park right now. Rude Boys are playing Stony Hill. Rep. Anyway, we're come on down Cardi Park. There is the East Portland Night Football League. I'm gonna tell you, say, it's a go on. The vibe is vibey.
First off, we start a little bit shaky in the game and we just regroup and get it right and come out the 3 goal first half, and we are going at the game second half with a better mentality to get some more goal.
You know, look up bad calls and decisions making a game, but we still have to try try to put our best effort, give Mr. Buchanan and the best effort to make the league look good. No disruption, you see? Big up.
George Lane, coach of Stonehill. Presently we are under 3 love, so it is not a good look right now, but we have all hope that we can come back and get 3 goals.
Them have potential, they made a few mistakes, but we can come back and win.
I know it's a 5-0 win for Rude Boys today. 4 goals from me. It was a wonderful performance from the team and from myself. Just look out for Rude Boys in the league. Full force.
Yeah, we just come out, you know, the weather kind of cold. So we have to warm properly and get climatized to the weather. Yeah, looking forward to a good game.
The kind of energy you can't escape. I am the I am who I am. I am the I am, I am the I am,
Right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it till you get it right. That's right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better you live it your own way. That's right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better you live it your own way.
We are back. Welcome to Context Matters. If you're joining me from Reggae Global Radio Wagwan, the time where you are is 6:05. If you're joining me from Best FM 100, you are tuned into Context Matters, and the time is 5:05 in Jamaica. You're probably in traffic right now, but school is out, so the traffic shouldn't really be bad. But you never know, the police might be out there writing you tickets. If you have a warrant, I am sorry for you. Do not call me, because there was an amnesty period where you had the opportunity to pay those warrants. And if you didn't do it, Justice Sykes is gonna lock you up. Anyway, if you're on YouTube, Wagwan, Walking in Divine Purpose is our moderator. I see you're behaving yourself. And if you're joining me from TikTok and not topping up the screen and sharing the live, let me tell you something right now. Me, I go block you. Where you are do on me live? Come off of me live and go somewhere else. Go on over Mr. M and go in the back of the class. And if you never know, what is a Joey? And where does the Joey coming from? Who is the Joey Muma? Ask Mr. M. Anyway, so we are talking about defining quality education, degree versus student loan bureau. And this is a topic that is ripe for discussion. We don't have enough hours in the day, so I am going to do the best I can to just set the context, set the stage, so that we can have public discourse, because the future of Jamaica is in the hands of this discussion. In the last hour, I made it absolutely clear. My grandmother, Merlina Portius, said to my mother, silver and gold will vanish away, but a good education will never decay. Out of that one conversation, my mother, the Reverend Dr. Joan Portius, went and got her degree in theology, her master's in education, and her doctorate. And she's a doctor. And what she did is when she had her kids, you can be anything you want to be, all worthless, but you're going to be worthless in my family with a degree. So you see, as the least of my brothers and sisters that come from my mother, yeah? And I spoke about my youngest brother, Marcus Mosiah Garvey Buchanan, the youngest of my mother's children. Let me tell you something. When me a run sentence in a Pennsylvania FBI, my little brother is on the president's list in the United States. He graduates and he is now going in bright, and in getting to every university in America. Everyone, Harvard, Howard, Yale. Listen to me now, everything. All of the black one, all of the college them, all of the bright one them, Stanford, everywhere. Fully president's list, fully paid for scholarship. He never have to spend $1 for go to university. Boarding, everything. All him have to do is show up and just be bright. Yeah? This is a brain box. When the man they talk, you just sit down and just say, yo, I wonder if I can't answer it. But boy, if my answer it never sound fool. So I not say nothing because them brain box there. Yeah, and then me have a next sister named Tanasha Christina Buchanan. That's the one with big and fat like Rosalie. She bright, but she just sure. She's so bright, she just, if you come over with your report card and you get 9 A's, she get 9 A plus. So in my house, my report card with 9 A's, no reward come from it. So you just in the field done because my sister come with 9 A plus and a bright star and a vacation to Disney World and you don't get nothing. So you just know so you done in the house because your brother and sister them are going good. And when time come now for CXC, when me I get CXC, she get in a college before CXC because she take SATs and gone to college. And you're there, you say, yo, CXC time come now, what you gonna do? You don't even know what a hexagon is, or you gonna pass maths. Because them days, them say you have to pass maths. To be anything in a life, you have to pass maths. Right now, to be a police, them want you have maths. So you can't be nothing in a life without maths. From a little and a grow, them want me be Damien. You have to be like Damien Crawford and know maths. But here I was all this time. Here's what happened before me lose no way, which I'm always good at. Marcus had academic advisors. So being the brightest Negro in America at the time, he has to go sit with his academic advisors because the system of governance has already decided that to keep the racial divide, you misadvise the Negro child while you uplift the white ones. This is not a conspiracy theory. If Farrakhan wasn't preoccupied with the fact that he lost his beautiful wife, I probably could call him on the phone and get him to tell you what the conspiracy is about that. But that is America. We are dealing with Jamaica right now. And they advise young Marcus Mosiah Garvey Buchanan that he don't need to do law. It would be easier if he did criminal justice and he would be able to graduate fast and do some work into the communities that they need him. So here I am all this time thinking they were Bill Gates when they were teaching my brother how to build fences, so that when he graduating with him criminal justice degree and use up him scholarship when him there at Harvard, he might come out of Harvard with criminal justice degree and steer him away from law. No. Hear me. That is the American system. So why am I telling you about this? There is a system in place to misguide. I'm going to use it that way. Misguide. And why am I saying misguide? Because no guidance is misguidance. So, let's talk about quality of education, because my granny said a good education will never decay. So you see, if you get to go to the university, someone needs to advise you. Young person graduating from Campion and Titchfield and Fair Prospect and Haile Selassie, and you get out with your subject then. And it's time to be somebody. If you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Sister Ack, remember that? Yeah. So, hear me now. Because of this, if they not tell you, say, remember me telling you about back in the day, when you can't get in a law because only 32 of them used to make them go to Norman Manley Law School and get to go Kville go do the program because them only are letting 32 people. You did have to go do philosophy, you did have to go do history, you'd have to do a little English, you'd have to do a little starter thing for matriculate up, or go and go do public relations and political science. That's why them round about, I'm Dr. So-and-so and I'm a political analyst, and what they meant, I'm disappointed because the interpretation of the natural English language, to which I'm a doctor, I get to come here and tell you that what the person was suggesting, and it's most unfortunate because I didn't go to law school, so I have to find another work so I can get paid because summer is hot and I want to have my AC on as a doctor. You understand? Yeah. But the reality is this, that our children, we have to send them to the university to get specialist degrees, to get the quality education that is going to transform their life. So if we are saying go on up a UE and go do a history degree, it must be a starter degree so that you can matriculate to go do law, so that you can go do business, so that you can find one of the traditional professions that whether AI come or GI or CI, CIA or FBI. Yeah? MI6 or MI7. Scotland Yard or something. If I know law and medicine or whatever. Where you borrow the money for. So the cardinal rule is there is a danger to be borrowing student loan, and when you have the degree can't get you nowhere. So that the minister of wherever is saying, and the minister I'm referring to is the prime minister, he's saying there are no skill down here. 50% of the persons who borrow money for student loan no work, that's why they can't pay it back. And the prime minister of this country said, no skill. No specialist area. And so them have to look people who have sense and skill out of Jamaica. Well, every year, them say, come on my graduation, I'm going to put on blue. I'm gonna graduate. Where I graduate, you know, me have a degree in a political science. Where I gonna do with that? I'm gonna be a political analyst. For say what? He said, me don't know why them spray Desmond in my face, because I'm the minister of local government. And as I analyze the situation and the mathematical interpretation, because the degree that I have, I am suggesting to you that it was politically incorrect for the police to spray Desmond. For certainly if them spray Desmond, them have to say, give that boy some milk. And when him get the milk and wash him face, him still have to show up in parliament and do interviews thereafter as to why he was sprayed. So as a political analyst, I'm happy I took my student loan so that if they don't spray Desmond, I don't get paid. If ISAT don't say something I don't like, I won't have anything to analyze and suggest and put in context. And yes, he has a show called Context Matters, but certainly if I take it out of context, I will get to be a political analyst while owing student loan and hoping that one of the governments, whichever one I'm aligned to, will give me a work. Because certainly if nepotism is not there, I am rendered useless. So, take it what it is or don't take it what it is. But hear what I'm saying to you. I'm in no way attacking the political analyst that went and said, I want to be a political analyst. I mean, now take student loan from becoming a political analyst. I am not saying that somebody who loves history and English and any degree that you get, that you're not required to pay back student loan. This is that we are having the conversation about the quality of the education when you have to borrow money, forget it. So I said earlier today that when a child, and let me tell you, I'm the member of parliament for Portland Eastern, so much of them down there bright. If you see some of the transcripts of the young men and women at Titchfield, and them want the scholarship, you have to give them. They are so brilliant, you have to give them the money. They are so brilliant, there should be free education for the level of academic excellence that's pouring out of Portland. And I know it's across Jamaica. Right? So, don't mix up the fact that if the brilliant person come and say, where you want? And I say, you know, I want to do a little history. Because I have a dream that one day I'm going to go on TikTok and Mr. M is going to say, do you want to play back at the class? And I'm going to get all the history questions right. Because a man who does not know his history don't know where he's coming from. So I want to be a historian. Because I know that bright youth or bright woman, young youth, girl youth, can take that history degree, go to the embassy, any embassy, not just the one on Hope Road, and branch out and go get a master's and probably become an archaeologist and find out where Jesus really buried. And then something else go on for them. All right, rewrite his story. Yeah? I know that. So if you have the money, give them the scholarship because them don't have to pay it back. Because here they were and thought the world was built of straw or built by their mother because them never know the wicked and the evil out there. That when you come out and graduate with first class honors, them still gonna give them red friend them and them still gonna call and say, I know a guy, and put you in an interview and walk and tell people say you did have on the wrong shoes or them never like say you never put your hair back. You know, when I was in law school, I do an etiquette class and them told me I would never get a job because my dreadlocks too long. And if I wasn't prepared to cut it, that it not flowing down my head or I would have to pull it back. But if I pull it back, my forehead too big so they don't know if I would ever land a job. It was the most hurtful conversation that I had, but guess what? Nobody may hire me. Nobody may hire me. One job me hold for 3 months, 90 days, up at Jamaican to justice, and me have to walk, leave that. Yeah? Just understand what I'm saying. So you see, because I know, so the people them, nepotism run the thing. Of course you're going to graduate with your history degree. Of course you're going to graduate with your English degree. Of course you're going to graduate with your political science. Of course you are going to graduate and come out a Karimak. Of course you're going to graduate with all. Somebody asked me, what's the pay good at JFJ? Are the best pay me ever get in my life before we start work for myself. Jamaicans for Justice was the place to be. Yeah? But then I went on a big case, and I won a big case, and I was on the big case, and I became big. Yeah. So silver and gold will vanish away, but a good quality education and a degree will never decay. So all who want to get these borrow money for go get education where you cannot get for payback, you must be properly advised of the danger in taking degrees that you can't get work from. And if it is you are bright, they are to send you in the directions to try something out of your comfort zone in the university, so that if it's the University of the West Indies, you can be educated. And them days they're long gone, you know. Because the universities have now become a financial hotbed for collect student loan and for do this. You know, every single year, the brightest of the brightest up there. You know what them do? Stop you from doing your exam because your school fee don't pay. The heights of madness reach and kept were not attained by bad mind administrations that prevent you from doing your degree. Yeah? And so we burn that out too. So if we need for work to get back to free education, so we don't have to have this complex conversation about why 50% of the people who borrow from student loan is delinquent. And be like Andrew Holness and just don't pay it back till you get a work. And when student loan are called, they say, hey, all if you want to publish my paper, publish my name in a paper, it no matter. Come here and look at work and now get it. Yeah? Because these days, if you don't know somebody, you're not getting no work. You know how much young people down at Portland finish nursing school, the brightest in them class, and then can't even set foot up at the hospital and get a work up there. Because it requires nepotism to get a hospital work at Port Antonio Hospital. And the clinic too. Because everything has become politically nasty and disgusting. That these days, if you're not the bedfellow of someone, you can't get a work. When you have your education, where you go take up student loan, forget. That is why when you come on my office and you're bright, you get the money and you don't have to pay it back. And if got $9 million we put on my CDF education fund to make sure I say poor people pick me have one less money for fine to make sure them get them education, a good one at that. So if it were to me, everybody would have turned lawyer. Because there's no saturation. Say if you get your law degree and you get called to the bar and you is a lawyer and you want to sit down and don't do nothing with your law degree. And you want to do that because me know say once he's a lawyer, all you have to do is walk in on the court and you must can do something right. And there are lawyers who all when you don't know something, them say counsel and that's how it go. Come learn something. When me turn lawyer, a police teach me how to talk to judge because no lawyer never did that teach me nothing. And judges of the Court of Appeal say, I said, do it this way. I sat do it that way, and I learned from the judges. And when we get a chance, we go sit down around some erudite King's Counsel and some senior attorneys. And even judges would tell you that there are better practices and better ways. But don't waste your brightness. So as my mother's dunce's child, yeah, even I knew that your life would not change if you imagine me now with my 2 big wagga conviction them talk about me going up a university and get history degree. And what kind of history me would I did tell, and what impact would I have on the world? So me don't want to hear nobody going like them want to bad up the people who were misguided and had all the hopes and dreams that an education, a tertiary education, would change their lives. Because it cannot be a good education when the world is changing. The world is gone to AI. So coupon you to gone up there about you gone do degree for hospitality services. And you hear them and talk about, oh, we're in the hotel industry now and we want to put up a kiosk. So we don't need 20 people in the reception no more. Them are going to come in and press the button. Imagine me I go a degree if I go be one custom officer for stamp up book, and here I was as my degree done. And me borrow up my student loan and apply. And me hear customs and immigration say, oh, kiosk Betty, which are Siri friend and Alexa sister. Yeah, all you have to do is press for them button. We don't need you again. Because we only need 2 custom officers and 26 kiosks. Yeah? And your prime minister say, oh yeah, you know, I just come from Israel a while ago, and even China, and they have donated $30 billion worth of kiosks and $30 million of computer. And you know what's wrong with Jamaica is there are no skilled workers. And yes, we gave you student loan so you could go and do that, but times are changing. We don't need you anymore. And if you don't find something to do with your vagrancy, worthless self, you're going to meet the judge and meet your maker. And the JCF is going to kick out your teeth and lick out the car glass. And if you ever dare take up the iPhone where you use and dip on TikTok live and I tell them tap up the screen, well, we'll take with that and seize that and investigate you for identity information, and something will come up and put on another charge when you say you don't get bail, you crasmite. Yeah, man. So the conspiracy to turn ordinary, progressive, ambitious Jamaicans into some real worthless crasmites, it is happening. So we have in the conversations because they go to podiums and they're ready to embarrass bright young people that them owe student loan. But I will be here to remind you that the Prime Minister of this country, his name was published as a delinquent. And I don't remember the artist's name, but he said, look at me now. Yeah, my dream. Yeah. Look at the Prime Minister now with him delinquent self. Yeah? He never remember how much bank account him have. We don't know what trouble him for. We don't know what invest. Nesbet, big up Nesbet. We don't know what trouble him for, because him did do. I don't know if it's an English degree. I don't know what him do. But he was the Minister of Education. Yeah? And he was delinquent and him published. So when student own bureau call you, tell them publish you too. So you can be like the Prime Minister of this country and turn Prime Minister. And with any luck, you will turn Minister of Education. But if we get back to the Michael Manley days of free education, we won't have to embarrass the ambitious young minds of this country. And they can become the best versions of themselves because they can get up and go study history. And then says, oh my God, I was up at UA, and I was at UTech, and I was at Northern Caribbean, and I was at Case. What were you studying at Case? I was studying agricultural dissemination of the coral reef. And when I'm finished, I'm going to go to Alligator Head, and then I'm going to go to the seminar in the Caribbean, and then I'm going to go to the Antarctica, and I'm going to study about the water because it's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do Antarctica farming and bring back a little coral reef in Jamaica without owing student loan, because I'm that right now. I want to study how to raise 10 goats because Damien was going to give me some goats. But my colleagues didn't want the goat. They wanted KFC. And I had to suffer for about 7 years, So if you get the education, I'm going to be good. Yeah. Bring back free education and remove yourself from the podium to report to Jamaica, say 50% of the people then will get student loan delinquent. Because we wouldn't be delinquent if you did run the country for make sure, say, when me go get my degree, me get a job. God, them tell me, say, when me have degree. And then that's why Pinky wouldn't. Pinky have our X6 because she sell a Brazilian here. And she sell a little Spanish here. And right now, Pinky's hair salon. Yeah, Pinky, may I chat your business. She has sell Spain here and Argentina here. And she say all of the women them we want to go work up with some Spaniard here and some Argentinian here. Me have the good weave phone. Cause so it go. And when she sell the whole art thing, hear them with them degree with them open. My God, she's such a butto. I don't know how she make the money. Maybe we should call FID because Pinky too hype. Because Pinky have sense I know, say, after she graduate with her 9 subject them I tell her, say, she can't do law, because law she didn't want to do, and somebody tell her, borrow some money and go get a history degree. She said, make me go learn how to go some ear and make some weave and go on Amazon and buy some nail polish and something and run my business. So a gal or a boy will take him hype with a degree we can get him a work and get him for pay him student loan. Yeah? Have to beg me a work and might not respect me, but my bills are paid and me turn on my AC in my shop and in my yard and JPS can't style me. Because next year, me fully solar in a Pinky's hair salon because me get with the time. And you see all who they right by the wash basin, them better know what them are do because I too went to Israel and China and them are sell me some self-washing kiosk. So me soon won't have to hire no girl or no boy who are going to disrespect my customers them because them are going to come in a Pinky's hair salon and me are going to tell them my customer them to press up this kiosk and me are going to have a vending machine where the girls then can come and buy the Brazilian hair after the World Cup because the Spain here and the Argentina here are weird right now in Jamaica. Yeah. And if you buy the hair, your nails can be painted in the Spaniard flag or the Argentina flag for half price. Big up Pinky because you're smarter than them. Because you never borrow and can't pay back, and a professional wouldn't have to come to the podium and diss you and say them are going to publish your name for being a delinquent like the Prime Minister of this country. How about that? So let's have conversations about academic advisors who will advise our sons and daughters to get specialist degrees, to get degrees that will make them economically viable. Let us have the conversations about why persons are owing. Let us have conversations about why it is that we are having brain drain for other areas and how persons access a transformation in their existence through education. So when my granny said silver and gold will vanish away, yeah, money must done. But education, a good education will never decay. So nobody feel like you're going to take student loan and go up at the universities, any one of them, and then get an education where it's not a good education. The quality of it doesn't make you escape poverty. Because the only thing I'm going to decay are your front teeth them. And after your front teeth them decay, the JCF now go around to kick them out. When you are going like you want to video them on the roadside, or you feel like say you're hype. When we say nobody worn cameras and you come take out your phone after woman give me bun, I may have to come do this at 12 hours. Your teeth must get kicked out. So those are the conversations that we are to have. And I'm proud of the young JCF member that said, MP, I'm not in your constituency, but I want to do law. Can you help me? Guess what? The answer is yes. Because my spirit tell me, say, if you have the ambition as a police officer to go sign up for the law and get accepted to the University of the West Indies, you shouldn't even have pay $1. And that works for any child in this country. When you're bright, we must preserve your human capital. Because if Jamaica doesn't start to capitalize on the human capital, may I tell you, we're twice defeated in the race of life. Yeah? And I must tell you a secret. I'm telling you a secret. There are many different positions on this conversation. Whether or not student loan should go to people who do idiot degree, or whether tertiary education at any degree is important, because the tertiary experience is what transforms the human. And whether or not, if people choose to do a degree and can't pay back the money, I feed them business that. And the sober position is so long as you are given academic advice of the dangers of taking student loan, that you won't be able to pay back because the degree that you pick perhaps is useless. If you go on to take it anyway, then make sure you chop down your own shame tree, because when the reality of life takes you that you cannot pay back that school fee, you have to be ready for when them call you, say, listen. I suffer, you know. You think me what less? Me get the degree and it now make no money for me. Don't call back my phone, publish me. Carry me go to court. Someone can tell the judge, say, I trick me, make me take your money. And chances are the judge did benefit from free education, and I mean, yeah, come bad up and style. Because when the tank them did a leak over petrol jam, them not just did write that off. When the money did a miss from Ministry of Education, from the permanent secretary to the Minister of Education, all know them in a court about it. That the trial they can't done and that the money they escape in them nearby bushes. So why when the picnic them take the student loan, you not just write off that? Make we write off student loan right now, tomorrow, and start over fresh. Give academic advice, appoint academic advisors, and make them get advice as to what they're entering into. Our same way, so them have this system now. Let me show you everything connect and how advice is important. Now imagine them put you on pre-charge bail. You don't even know what pre-charge bail is. Yeah? But I suppose anything with pre on it can be dangerous, because if you don't wrap it up and a little pre-ness has taken place, you might end up being a proud father. So pre is significant. But if it is that pre-charge bail mean them can that pre-charge bail bench me. Let me tell you something about benching. Yeah? About bench me. When you go under the bench, and clean the floor under the bench. You don't worry about bench. Enough people go World Cup and dep on the bench. Half of the Spain team dep on the bench. And if them win the World Cup, them are gonna be part of the team. Nothing wrong with the bench. So whoever want bench me, I'm still a lawyer. Whoever want bench me still have me show Context Matters on YouTube, TikTok, SFM, and also Reggae Global Radio. We are talk about bench. And even if my bench, me have my education. And even if them want bench me, bench is good. As long as they give me sponge to sit down on. Because my sciatica will act up. Who don't worry about me and my bench. Who don't worry about me and my party. Who don't worry about me and my party leader. Go and look at work. Go and vote for your handle. Go and do what you want. Leave me and the PNP alone. Me and the PNP is good. Me and every member of parliament is friend. Me I keep my football league and all of them help me with my football league. All of my PNP friend them we are friend. All of the council them except the one them where is a wicked, evil and cross the floor. Wanna leave me alone. Cause if you start me up in here today, me I go make Nationwide tomorrow. Me I go make Observer tomorrow. Me I go make CNN. Me I go make BBC. Wanna allow me and PNP. Me arrange. Me I march on to progress. Time come. Wanna leave me because if my answer no can't take it. And this is July. This is the month and the week and time when I say something and I gotta make 9 headlines. Well, no, just leave me alone about bench. At least I'm on a team. And the PNP is my team. And the moderators never block you. But the show I got done because I got talk about this bench till finish. And every member of parliament in the People's National Party, them bright. And all of we can talk. And none of we not done. And the whole of we can read the prayer. And the people them will vote for we have sense. And we never have to rob, borrow, thief, or do nothing. And the people them will vote for me have sense. And we are going to have fun tonight at my football league. And we are all right. And the vendor them all right. Yeah? And the picnic them are going to get tablet tonight. Bring down your picnic come a Carter Park tonight. I'm going to give the whole of them tablet. If you don't know nothing to do, and we're going to check your ID to make sure it's Portland Eastern you come from. Because if you don't come from Portland Eastern, you're not get nothing from ISOT except the one police who may go help to go to law school. And if you don't trouble me about bench, let me tell you something. Where you not going to sit down on a chair? Where you not go on a church and go in at the pew and sit down on the bench? Where you not going to read Psalms 121 and leave me and the PNP alone? We good. Because we no matter what we want to do, God don't tell me, say we are going to farm the next government of Jamaica. I mean, not care what I want. Mark Golden. Mark Golden is my party leader. And as long as Mark Golden is the leader of opposition, I don't care when nobody wants it. And I can put my name as one of the 12 disciples. And then can bench me from that 12 there too. I mean, not care. I win a parliament yesterday. And me saying a parliament, so I think them did for say, make a play that video there because I don't want the time run. And let me tell you something. If you don't want to learn about parliament, ask me. Me would tell you no come dead and no. Yeah? Because me never do one degree when in history. I went to law. And I graduated with first class honors. And the only reason why me never get student loan is because me did hold. And nobody never want to sign for me because me did have two convictions. And if me did borrow the student loan, me wouldn't pay it back. Me wouldn't pay it back. And all if you did publish it and did bench me still wouldn't pay it back. Because me believe say everybody forget free education. So whoever bench me if you're bad, call Mark and tell him for bench me. Because me still not vexed with Mark. And one time he was the head of the human rights chair and me resigned because me not make nobody this Mark Golden. So say wherever you want. And if you don't want to send me a gift, I don't care. Me work somewhere. And if you don't want to tap up the screen, I'm not going to block you. And this show, Context Matters not done to me make you know, say, no matter how much headline Nationwide want put out because them idle, PNP is still gonna form the next government. And all who want vex. And if you want to be a political analyst because you couldn't be a lawyer, you don't work nowhere. I have your friend them put it out and say this. And me can speak the English language. And me can speak patois. And my father is big youth. And him never make me forget look at work. And him still give me an allowance because my daddy that. And me still love my mother. Even if my mother loves Zambo better than me. And because my brother and sister them brighter than me. And my head chip right now. No matter what you say. And all if you don't want to talk about the way Vaz and Region 6, him still a MP and you are not. And we still PNP and we just need 4 more seats. And I promise you, we go get it. And all if you don't want to be a Chinese and cross the floor, you wasn't a PNP from morning. And if you want to say me a come for you, me come for you. And not what you say, me back broad and me don't care. And you see right now, because this is my show and context matters, me don't know where you, Jimmy, where you bright yourself for. Jimmy, choose shoes, where you come from my life for. This show I got done. This show mashed up now. I'm going to go in on my car. I'm going to go up Portland. I'm going to go to Cardi Park. I'm going to get the picnic them just for feel nice. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to just walk around and look on people picnic. And once them picnic look like a PNP, look like a labor right. Once them come from Portland Eastern, I go give them tablet. And we going to say a bay. And we're going to say a PNP do it. And we're going to call back Mark Golden. And I'm going to call Peter Bunting. I'm going to call Damon. I'm going to say the tablet them done. I beg 10 from every one of the MP them and 28 times 10 or 280 tablets. And we're going to do it back Sunday. And now I got tired of Isaac Buchanan. And then Mark can bench me. And all if him bench me. All if him tell me don't come back a Hope Road. Mark Golden, I'm a party leader. I'm now vex with him. I don't care what you want to say. He's a very good lawyer. My party leader is a lawyer and your leader is not. And everybody who wants size up, when you can't size up with me, everything big in Texas, anything when you want to challenge me, foot, toe, hand, head, shoulder, knee, I am going to done. So when you can put this as a headline, you don't want to send me a chat patch or me no sense, I don't care. Tap up the screen, share the live. Send me a lion. See me Saturday morning in my pool and a your pool me in. And me can go a river like Christopher Tufton. And me can take off my shirt. And my belly don't big unless me eat KFC. And me don't eat KFC no more cause me whole now. And me don't want to catch a heart attack like Phantom Moja. And all if you don't like me, I don't care. I still a PNP. And only people in the Jamaica right now can say something to me and get away with it is Portland Eastern. And I don't care if them is labor right and PNP. So you see if it's a PNP in Westmoreland and you don't like me, I don't care. You see if it's a labor right in Westmoreland and you don't like it, go dip up somewhere. Only people can talk to me is the people of Portland Eastern. Because you see me, I dare some of them. So if you feel like Mark I go bench me, make him bench me. Because I years me do bench press. Me can bench press 315 pounds and I'm 47-year-old. You want me finish? You want me tell you some more about bench? Me can squat. Me can do everything in the gym. The only person right now in Jamaica can run with me is Oblique Sibyl and everybody on the track team. But you see if he's a regular human being, don't try to rob me because I'm going to run you down and kick off the face and I'm going to make headlines. Yeah. Don't size up with me because me don't care what you want to say. Me a PNP and PNP are going to win. I'm also a member of parliament and I'm there for every Jamaican to make sure say, we get the legislation right. It's 5:50 and I'm on that point. I'm going to put things in context for you. Don't come with me, brother. Don't come with me. Don't come for me. Don't come on my live and chat no foolishness. Don't follow people who just don't know nothing and like to create mischief. Because you see, at the end of the day, me have every phone number for everybody who in my party. And me talk to them and me can tell you the People's National Party is united. So you see everybody who want to have YouTube channel and this and create confusion. Yeah? When you know if we are worried about TCN and corruption and whether them a take away on the land. You know, call me after them a take away on the land when you know feel say you not style me, you know. Don't do it. But guess what? Jesus loves me, this I know because the Bible tells me so. All right. But as I was saying, there is a truth that cannot be escaped. And that is why the quality education, the degree that you get that will cause you to escape from poverty is not just money poverty, you know. You can be academically impoverished because of your lack of zeal to want to elevate yourself. I don't talk. But this video now, when me I show you, this video right here is the learned Malawi Fort, myself, and Honorable Malawi Fort, and Honorable Mark Jefferson Goldie. And we're in committee dealing with the legal specificity language in law that secures the rights and freedoms and access to justice for the people. And people like No Teeth Jimmy, I don't even know who give you a phone for come on my life and talk. One Bright himself. Watch and learn and we'll talk.
The choice between the use of the word habitually and ordinarily. The choice of ordinarily is a better choice. However, I just wish to ask the minister, ordinarily resident does have a legal meaning. And if the intention is to make mediation services available to people who are in Jamaica, it perhaps would make better sense to simply provide for those who are present in Jamaica without a reference to their residence. Because whether someone is ordinarily resident in Jamaica can be the subject of dispute too. So if the aim is to ensure that those who are present in Jamaica can have resort to the domestic mediation services, then the better definition would simply be to refer to people being present in Jamaica. I ask the minister to consider.
I think, Madam Speaker, I would like to stick to the ordinary residents because basically most persons who are present in Jamaica and who would want mediation service are likely to be ordinary resident.
The opposition leader would like to contribute, and then a member from Portland Eastern.
Yeah, the scheme of this seems to be that domestic mediation may apply where the person doesn't just have to be in Jamaica, like a visitor. So they have to be ordinarily resident here in order to have the necessary nexus. I mean, it says domestic mediation means mediation, whether of a commercial nature or otherwise, relating to a dispute arising out of a legal relationship, whether contractual or otherwise, where a party is an individual who is a national of, or, and it would now read, ordinarily resident in Jamaica. And the concept of ordinary residence is really from tax law, but it has a fairly defined meaning, and it's being imported here because of, I think, because of its clarity.
Quite.
Yeah.
But apart from that, Madam Speaker, the fact that a person is present in Jamaica doesn't mean they can't get mediation. You know, in other words, mediation is always possible whether you're present, but the concept here is that persons who want the service, especially from certified mediators, must be ordinarily resident. Okay? So I'll leave it at that, Madam Speaker.
We have a contribution from Member Buchanan.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The ordinary resident is going to prove problematic, and it may a participant may raise jurisdictional issues, and it could very well be that mediation is required for persons who happen to be visiting and is present in Jamaica. The problem we're having, if it remains that way respectfully, is that where persons happen to have conflict that is not necessarily commercial, but is between the two parties, that it would actually restrict them.
The alternative is to put ordinarily resident or present in Jamaica. Okay?
Well,
I mean,
Madam
or
Chairman.
present in Jamaica.
Members, hold a minute.
Yeah,
just allow the committee, the member Buchanan is still making his intervention, after which the opposition leader will make his intervention.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Minister, is a matter for you, but it's just if we tighten the language, it may very well just encompass all of it to say ordinarily present in Jamaica. Because they ordinarily reside in Jamaica is a legal term of art. I'm just raising again that it may, and I will agree with the member from West Central.
So your suggestion is remove ordinary resident and just put presence in Jamaica.
Present in Jamaica, because it certainly, and I don't know if the drafters are here, but it would prevent somebody from raising jurisdictional issues, and persons may say that they have some concerns that it's not for you because you don't ordinarily reside. And there's a time limit to be ordinarily residing in Jamaica.
Okay, with due respect, presence is wider, so we can go with it. So, Madam Speaker,
Minister, the House sounds very like humming almost of talk, like several conversations happening at the same time. So members and Minister, I'm going to ask Minister to allow the opposition leader to make his intervention, after which, Minister, if we are still having this discussion, I would recommend that we move on from clause 2 for now, go through the remainder, and in that time you would do the consultations and come back to clause 2. Somehow the house sounds very noisy though. For those who are watching football, you may leave the committee meeting, because I think we're hearing something else, because I'm looking at members and I'm not really.
All right, so we are going to run out of time. I'm going to take this very point again next week, but to say to you that what you are watching is why the party leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, is the party leader. He is a legislative drafter. He has amended the most legislation in the parliament history, and as we debate interpretation to ensure that there's no absurdity as we go along, persons are entitled to make their contributions without people thinking what the worst that it is. I'm just putting that out there because I get a sense that there are so many persons that are misguided. Don't confuse brilliance with disagreement, and then from that you have interpretations. Know your place, and I'm going to leave it at that. That's Context Matters for July 16th, and we'll take it up again. Feel free to message me, leave a comment. We can have conversations outside of this, but that's it for this week. Blessings, and take it easy.
It took some time to understand, yeah, just what it takes to be a man. Now it seems each day you learn something to make a better way. Growing up ain't just a phase, it's reality. And sometimes it's hard to face the world with your head screwed on. But in time you will see it comes naturally, like the hurt and the pain. It's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta
pause.
And when it gets hard to face the world with your head screwed on, just tell yourself you can, and that's when you'll understand that the hurt and the pain, it's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry, that's right. It's all in life, gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time for living a lie, gotta keep it moving till you get it right, that's right. It's all in life, gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time till you're living a lie, you can make it if you try. You gotta keep on moving on, don't let no one stand in your way, gotta keep on pressing on. As we pray for better days, keep it moving, moving to the next. When they try to bring you down, we gotta take it to the next level when they come around, that's right. It's all in life, gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time for living a lie, gotta keep it moving till you get it right, that's right. It's all in life, gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time till you're living a lie, you can make it if you try. Just keep your head up, yeah. Just keep your head up, yeah. Gotta keep your head up, yeah. Cause everything's gonna be alright. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Cause everything's